Week 1 is here, boys, and I am so excited that football is back. As of right now, I'm recording this on Saturday, so I've already seen the Bills and Rams game, in which the Rams looked really bad. But we're not talking about that game today because this video is going to be about the Packers and Vikings preview. Now, I did say in my prediction video on Wednesday that I will not be talking about the Packer and Viking game. I'll have a separate video for the Packer games. I'll have a preview for every single game, probably a day before the Packer game even happens. So I just do want to say that. So I won't be talking about it in my prediction video, but I'll have a whole separate video just like this. But if you're brand new, hit that subscribe button because it takes 2 seconds. I am a huge Packer fan. Of course, you can see in my room. As of right now, I got 203 subscribers, and yeah, let's just try to get it up. But anyways, let's get into the video. So to start off this video, we got the Green Bay Packers going up to Minnesota to play the Vikings at their house. It is a 4:30 time Eastern game, so this is a prime time game, I guess you can say. And if you guys think this is going to be a complete blowout, either the Packers win or the Vikings win, you're absolutely insane because these two teams have always been in such really close games. Well, except for maybe last year's game, but that, it's because Kirk Cousins wasn't playing. But taking a look at these two teams have completely changed over the offseason, especially with the Packers losing Davante Adams and Zadarius Smith, while Zadarius Smith went over to the Minnesota Vikings because apparently now he hates the Packers, which is still just a little confusing, I'm not going to lie. But like I said, these two teams have completely changed. The Vikings got a brand new head coach. Their defense got a little bit better. Their offense is still really good, while the Packers offense has taken a downhill. Well, not, a huge downhill event, but they did lose Davante Adams. But I do want to say that the injury report, as of right now, the two offensive linemen for the Packers, David Bakhtiari and Elgin Jenkins, are both questionable, in which I think Bakhtiari should be back already, but then again, I guess I can't really say anything because I've never torn my ACL. But I am very surprised that Robert Tonyan is finally playing. Not finally playing, but he actually is playing. He was not supposed to be starting at all in week 1. If you've told me about 2 to 3 weeks ago, if he was going to be playing week 1, I would have said you're crazy. So I am really happy that he's back. But taking a look at the Packers offense this year, of course, Davante Adams is not on the team at all. And now we got Sammy Watkins, we got Christian Watson, we got Romeo Doubs, those two rookie wide receivers. Of course, we got Randall Cobb. But those are basically the starter wide receivers. It looks like Allen Lazard is not playing this game. And then you look at the matchup on the other side of the ball. They got Patrick Peterson for the Vikings. They got Cameron Dantzler. Those are two decent cornerbacks. And, of course, you got Harrison Smith in the backfield. So, the secondary for the Vikings, I think when it comes to the Packers wide receivers and the Vikings cornerbacks and the safeties, I think the Packers do win because I just feel like they're a lot better. And that's the only weak side. The weak side of the Vikings is their defensive backs. Of course, that's just my opinion. Patrick Peterson is really not in his prime anymore, and Cameron Dantzler has a lot of potential, but he's just not there yet. He's still really young. And I do think Harrison Smith is still a solid safety, but he's not as good as he used to be. Of course, he was a hard hitter, a few years ago, one of the top safeties in the league, but he has taken a downhill just a little bit. I mean, he is a little bit older, but that's how I look at the Packers wide receivers and the Vikings secondary, is that I do think the Packers have a better wide receiver group than their defensive backs. But taking a look at the defensive line for the Vikings is very scary with Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith. That D-line is going to completely... Well, if Bakhtiari and Jenkins don't play, this Vikings defensive line is going to completely eat up this Packers offensive line. And it's actually going to be really scary for Aaron Rodgers to try to get off the ball. I mean, it's going to be pretty quick. He's going to have to be pretty quick. I mean, dude, there's Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter. Once he's healthy, or actually once they're both healthy, they're top 3 in their position. They can be. And then you look at the other side of the ball, the Packers defense. Obviously, I've said many times, probably top 5 in the NFL this year. They got Devondre Campbell, Jair Alexander, Eric Stokes, Rasul Douglas, and of course Rashawn Gary and Kenny Clark. This defensive team is probably the best Packers defense I've seen in a very long time. going up against the Vikings offense. Of course, Justin Jefferson. You got Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, and then you got Kirk Cousins. This is definitely the strong side for both sides. The Vikings offense is very good this year, and then you got the Packers defense, which should be really good this year. So this is the matchup I'm really looking for, if I had to be honest. And if I do have to get an advantage, I'm gonna have to say the Packers. Of course, I could be biased and I could be hating on the Vikings, but and this is no disrespect to the Vikings at all. I think this is gonna be a really good game, but I do think the Packers are just a little better. I do see the Packers winning. Of course, actually no, of course you didn't see it because I didn't make my prediction in the other video, but I do got the Packers winning, probably like the 27-24 type of game. As long as Aaron Rodgers can get rid of the ball quick and Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon have a really good running game, I do think the Packers can win this game. But of course, our defense has to stop Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen, and of course, Dalvin Cook. It's a lot easier said than done, but I do feel comfortable about this game. Of course, like I said, it can go either way. But of course, I am biased, and I'm gonna say the Packers will win. But it is not a hand. It's not handover. It is not. It is not going to be easy. Let's just say that. And like I said, if you think this game is going to be a complete blowout either way, you're absolutely crazy. But let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Like the video, subscribe already, and yeah, dude, I'm out of here. Deuces.